Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now. Let's talk about what's happening with the Washington Commanders right now, especially after their recent game that left fans a bit on edge. It's only week 3, but already the team is facing some serious questions about their offensive line. You see, after losing to the Green Bay Packers with a final score of 27-18, the chatter around DC is all about the protection of quarterback Jayden Daniels. And rightfully so. Daniels, who has shown flashes of talent and real potential this season, was under relentless pressure during that game. He was sacked 4 times, and that's no small feat, especially considering how much the team has invested in trying to rebuild and strengthen that offensive line. This isn't just about a bad game or a rough patch. It's about the consistency and cohesion of that entire unit. The offensive line, which has seen a lot of changes and new faces, is still trying to find its rhythm. And it's clear, based on the analysis from seasoned football minds like Jay Gruden, that they're struggling to gel. Gruden, who's got a wealth of NFL experience and a deep understanding of line play, didn't hold back when discussing the problems on the Kevin Sheehan show. He pointed out that the current group aren't very good right now playing together, and that's a pretty stark assessment coming from someone who knows the ins and outs of offensive line performance. But what's really catching attention is the suggestion that the Commanders should consider a bit of a shakeup for their starting lineup on the offensive line, at least for this upcoming game. And that's where things get interesting. During an appearance on Grant and Danny on 106.7 The Fan, Gruden went further and said that the team should consider sitting rookie right tackle Josh Kennerly Jr., at least for this week, in favor of veteran Andrew Wiley. Now, that's a pretty bold move, especially considering Kennerly was Washington's first-round draft pick. The front office was really high on him, believing he could be a cornerstone on the right side of the line after an impressive college career at left tackle. His athleticism, physical traits, and upside made him a very attractive prospect, and many thought he could step in immediately and make an impact. But NFL transitions are tricky, and for young players like Kennerly, especially when switching sides of the line and dealing with the speed and power of NFL defenders, it's no easy task. That's part of what's happening now. The rookie is still adjusting, and the team's current struggles have led to the suggestion of giving him a little more time to develop. Wiley, on the other hand, is a known quantity. He's been around the league, has NFL experience, and even won a Super Bowl as a starter with the Kansas City Chiefs. His familiarity with the game, especially with pass rushers like Max Crosby, makes him a safer, more reliable option in the short term. And speaking of Crosby, he's one of the NFL's top pass rushers, and he's been wreaking havoc on offensive lines all season long. He's posted double-digit sacks in each of the past 3 seasons and is consistently near the top of the league in pressures. Facing Crosby and the Raiders' defensive front is no walk in the park, especially for an offensive line still trying to work out its kinks. The Raiders are coming off a mini-bye week after a Thursday night game, and they'll be eager to capitalize on any vulnerabilities the Commanders' line might have. So whether Kennerly or Wiley steps in at right tackle, the immediate priority is clear: protect Jayden Daniels and keep him healthy. Daniels has shown he can be a dynamic quarterback, but he needs a clean pocket to do his best work, and right now, that's a challenge. The struggles aren't just limited to protection, though. Washington's receivers are also facing issues in getting separation from defenders. In the game against the Packers, there were moments when receivers couldn't create enough space, which made it even harder for Daniels to find open targets. And in a crucial 4th and 4 situation late in the game, Terry McLaurin wasn't even on the field. That's a significant detail because McLaurin is one of the team's most reliable weapons, and not having him on the field in such a critical moment raises questions about the team's offensive rhythm and game plan. These miscues, combined with protection issues, add up quickly, making it clear that the offense is still searching for consistency. Now, what does all this mean for the team moving forward? The suggestion to rotate Wiley in for Kennerly isn't about giving up on the rookie or doubting his potential. It's a pragmatic short-term move to stabilize the line and give Daniels the best chance to succeed. Sometimes, in the NFL, you have to make these decisions to protect your quarterback and buy time for young players to develop. This isn't a long-term indictment of Kennerly's talent. It's about making sure the team stays competitive in the here and now, especially against a tough opponent like the Raiders. And speaking of the Raiders, they're no strangers to having a fierce pass rush. Max Crosby is a nightmare for any offensive line. Coming off back-to-back seasons with double-digit sacks, Crosby's presence on the field is a constant threat. The Commanders need to be prepared for that, and that's why the decision to give Kennerly some extra time or to start Wiley is so critical. It's all about minimizing the risk of Daniels getting hit and injured, and giving the offense a chance to find its rhythm again. This game on Sunday at 1 p.m. ET will be a real test for Washington's offensive line and for the coaching staff trying to figure out the best combination to protect their quarterback. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The Washington Commanders are a team with a rich history, a passionate fan base, and a roster filled with talent capable of competing at a high level. But early in the season, it's clear that they're still ironing out some kinks, especially on the offensive side of the ball. The defense has shown flashes of brilliance, but the offense needs to be more consistent, more balanced, and better protected. It's a season of adjustment, growth, and resilience. The coaching staff is undoubtedly analyzing every play, every decision, trying to find the right formula to turn things around quickly. The players, especially young ones like Kennerly, are eager to learn and prove themselves on the big stage. Every game, every snap, is a chance to improve and get closer to the team's ultimate goals, which of course include a deep playoff run and maybe more. The pressure on the offensive line is intense, but it's also a reflection of how much the team believes in their potential. They know they can't afford to keep giving up sacks or failing to protect Daniels if they want to compete with the best. And the coaching staff's approach, including the suggestion to switch Wiley in for Kennerly temporarily, shows their focus on smart, strategic decisions to maximize the team's chances of success. This isn't just about one game or one player. It's about the collective effort to elevate the entire offensive unit. Players understand this, and they're working hard to implement the adjustments needed. Looking ahead, the Commanders face a critical challenge against the Raiders. This game will be a true test of the team's resilience and adaptability. Can they improve their protection? Will the rookie Kennerly be ready to step up when called upon? Or will Wiley's experience be enough to steady the ship? These are the questions fans are asking right now, and the answers will come on Sunday. One thing's for sure, the passion is as strong as ever, and fans are eagerly awaiting a breakthrough, a moment where everything clicks and the team starts rolling again. This season is still young, and there's plenty of football left to play, but every game counts, and every decision made by the coaching staff can have a lasting impact. As we wrap up, I want to emphasize how important it is for the Commanders to stay focused, stay united, and keep fighting. Football is a game of adjustments, and the best teams are those that can adapt quickly under pressure. The offensive line is under the microscope right now, but with the right moves and a little bit of luck, they can turn things around. The fans, the players, and the coaching staff are all in this together, pushing forward with the shared goal of bringing success back to Washington. And let's not forget, the season is still very much in progress. There are opportunities ahead, and this team has the talent and the heart to overcome these early hurdles. It's about resilience, strategy, and believing in the process. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Do you agree with the idea of giving Kennerly some time to develop, or do you think Wiley deserves to start for the rest of the season? Are you confident that the offensive line can improve quickly enough to help Daniels succeed? Remember, every opinion adds to the vibrant community of Commanders fans who are passionate about their team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and more news from the world of the Washington Commanders. Stay tuned, keep the faith, and let's keep supporting our team through every challenge and every victory. Because, at the end of the day, we're all part of this journey together. Go Commanders!